Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review and swatches and demo of this Retro Love palette by Bad Habit. I did do a Hush haul video if you guys want to go check that out, and I unboxed a bunch of different stuff from Hush, and I said I was going to do a look on one of their palettes, and I chose this one. So as you can tell, yes, it looks exactly like the Subculture palette. You guys can tell, right? It looks, they have the same exact color scheme and everything like that. So yeah, this is a Subculture dupe. Now today I did a look and I will be showing you that look over what I'm saying right now. I went into the shade Peace first and just kind of laid that in my crease a little bit. Then I went over to the shade Fab and just kind of darkened that up a little bit. I moved over to the shade Youth and I kind of darkened up my outer corner while also blending it. And then I, on my lower lash line, I went into the shade Fab and I just blended that all over my lower lash line. And then I went back into the shade Youth and also blended that on a portion of my lower lash line as well. So yeah, that is what my look is today. Not sure if you can really even see it that well because, you know, I'm wearing lashes and they're really big. But my opinion on this palette, I've used this multiple times. I want to say 10, 15 times since I've gotten it, and I kind of get the gist of it, you know, if I like it or not. I have my opinion formed, and I do like this palette. I'm just going to say it right off the bat. I like this palette. I will be showing you swatches as well as comparisons. The Bad Habit Retro Love palette compared to the Subculture palette. I had to swatch it on, I swatched the top row first and then the bottom row second, and Subculture is on top and Retro Love is on the bottom, so it goes Subculture, Retro Love, Subculture, Retro Love, Subculture, Retro Love, all the way down. I do really like this palette. Honestly, I've used it so many more times than I've used the Subculture palette. It is not as hard to work with. It's not, I mean, as you can see in the swatches, it's pretty pigmented, but I think the Subculture is, their mattes are a little bit more pigmented than the Retro Love. However, the Retro Love metallics are more pigmented than the metallics in the Subculture palette. Subculture is a little bit too pigmented for me, and Retro Love is easier to work with, it's easier to blend, and it's not so overwhelming. It doesn't kick up as much powder as the Subculture, and overall I think it's just a really beautiful palette. I love the colors in the Retro Love palette. I love it. I love this dark deep blue and this dark deep green and this really dark purple and this beautiful cranberry red looking shade. You guys know what I'm trying to say? I love the color scheme of this palette. Yes, I know it matches the Subculture very well, but I love the colors, okay? And the price of this, the Subculture is $42. I'm sure most of you guys know that. But this Retro Love palette is $10. $10. You would be saving $32 if you went for the Retro Love instead of the Subculture palette. And honestly, I have to go with this one. The price is just, it's the perfect price. It's awesome. It's affordable. I love it. And the blendability of these shadows is great. I love these shadows. Sorry, I thought one of my light bulbs went out. But the blendability is great. The pigmentation is great without being way over pigmented like the Subculture. It's not as, there's not as much kick up in the pan when you dip your brush into it. I did notice a little bit of fallout on my face. That can happen if you go ham in those shades, but you just take a big fluffy brush like this and just swipe it away and it goes away. Let me put on some highlight because I have not been wearing highlight recently. or highlighter recently, and I kind of miss wearing highlighter, not gonna lie. I am putting on the Wet n Wild Blossom Glow highlighter right now, and I have to say, Wet n Wild has some beautiful highlighters. Let's just apply this. You guys might not be able to see it that well because I have two softbox lights on either side of my face that are not turned on because they give me a headache while filming. It's just too bright. So you're probably not going to be able to see the highlight on my face too well, but you know, it's okay. I really like this palette, you guys, and honestly, I also have this palette, the Aurora palette, and it is a dupe for the Prism palette by Anastasia. Beautiful, beautiful. I have the same opinion of this one as I do with the Retro Love. It's just a beautiful palette. It blends out to perfection, and the metallics are amazing. They're amazing, okay? And I really love both of these palettes, you guys. I really, really recommend trying out Hush. Specifically, Bad Habit, the brand Bad Habit on Hush. That is what I'm most familiar with, and the brand I'm most familiar with on Hush. I hope you guys liked this short little video, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I would highly appreciate it. I will hopefully see you all on my next video. Bye.